Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at Toni Plus. We're very excited to have you join us today. We have a beautiful live audience also, so we are thrilled to present a number of great outfits from Toni Plus. Many of the pieces are brand new, so they're not all on the website at the moment. But if you call in because you see something that you love, and I know you will, then the sales associates will be happy to navigate and help you find the pieces that you're looking for. But they will be on the website very soon. As I say, they're brand new. So we are going to start with the first collection. And when I say collection, I mean groupings that we feel are really interesting for you, and they all are about the topper and the value of a topper and what a topper is. So it's not necessarily a coat. It's something like what I'm wearing now. This is by Bryn Walker. It's very lightweight. It's a satin fabric. The floral of it is a winter, sort of a fall floral. It's dark, and I'm wearing it over simple black. But you could wear this over, and we're going to show you in a moment, sweater, a pair of jeans. So I like pieces like this because they are something that you could wear to a lot of different things and feel dressed up. So without further ado, our first model is going to come and join us. And this is Catherine. And so Catherine is wearing the perfect idea of a topper. So the topper in itself, this one is by Eileen Fisher, and it is quintessential sort of Eileen Fisher because it's boiled wool. This one is sleeveless. It's a raw edge and then finished, and all of the seams are they're extraordinarily interesting outside. So they're almost like a raised seam, and there is quite a bit of volume in it, and there are deep side vents in it also. So it gives it a really interesting, almost a bohemian, but yet menswear look to the garment. It's soft. It can be worn on top of just about anything. So we could take this beautiful black outfit that you're wearing right now, and you want an extra piece, but you don't want to wear a coat. You want your arms to be free. So it's great when you're traveling and when you're driving. This could be worn over even a hoodie if you want it. It could be worn over a quilted jacket, a puffer. It could be worn under a coat. So what it does is it allows you to wear lighter weight pieces with something like this, and it extends the length of the wear of the garment. The gray, the charcoal gray, is always so nice because it's a lovely departure from black. It's softer than black. And then we paired it with a beautiful gray turtleneck underneath it, and sort of like the jean of the season. And when I say that, I can't help but look at all the designers and what they're offering on the runways, or what they have. They're already doing spring, what am I saying? But for fall, that wide leg denim jean is really so popular. And this one is from Samoon. It's a bleached, it's not so white that you couldn't wear it throughout the winter season. The wide leg is fantastic because it still fits the rear end quite nicely. It's not a boyfriend. It's not bunchy around the front of it. It's very smooth through the hip and part of the thigh, and then the leg becomes quite wide. And then it's got a highly placed, if you're going to look at this, I'm just going to show you. If you're looking, you want to make sure that the pocket is highly placed. It lifts up the bottom, and I think that that's always so very flattering. And if you are covering, if you're thinking that maybe there's a little bit of a lower slung hip, then a lovely topper like this is fantastic because it breaks the line, but it still gives you that width at the bottom, so it elongates so beautifully. The boiled wool jacket, again, is Eileen Fisher. The turtleneck is Eileen Fisher also. You could wear a jean like this with a thick-soled running shoe. Thank you so much, Catherine. A thick-soled running shoe and a loafer, and you can wear it with a heel. So you can dress it up or dress it down always. And if we could see our next girl, and that is going to be Megan. So I wanted to show you this because I think that Bryn Walker did a beautiful job of this, but I wanted to show you that this this is done over an absolutely beautiful, beautiful, this is Eileen Fisher. It is a cashmere, a denim blue. It's a gray blue turtleneck. And it pulls out an element of the blue here, and then we teamed it up with a great jean. And the denim is more of a dark rinse, and it's a straighter one. And this one is by NYDJ. And I love the fact that she could wear this anywhere at all. It's about changing your mind. You say to yourself, well, wait a second, I have nowhere to wear that is fancy enough. But in your mind, you can become whatever you want. You can wear whatever you want as long as you feel comfortable in it, so that it's not wearing you, you're wearing it. So you look at this and you go, I'm wearing it with denim, I'm wearing it with a sweater. I've created a look that now makes it more day and more interesting, more bohemian, rather than it's for evening. And I think that that's a way for us to start wearing our clothes more often. And I love the fact that the collar goes up. There is lovely structure around the neck. It's got a lovely wide hemline, so it's kind of interesting in that way. She could wear this over a simple long black jersey dress. She could wear it in the summer. She could wear it in the winter. Over linen, you name it, it's fantastic. So this is a beautiful look underneath, but adding that topper finishes it off so very beautifully. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now Melissa's going to join us. And Melissa is wearing a beautiful little outfit. The faux leather jacket is by Simoon, as is the little black chiffon pleated dress. Okay, as you can see, that's a tall drink of water that's standing beside me. Even if she's wearing heels, that's a lot of, okay. So on us mere mortals, that dress is going to probably come below the knee, several inches below the knee. So rather than thinking, oh, that might be a good tunic, this will be a great little cocktail dress. It's this kind of a look. So it's very, very micro pleated at the top, and then it releases below the bust. And so nothing grabs at all. It has its own little slip underneath, and it's charming. And it can be worn as a cocktail dress, but you could also wear this more casually. And that depends on the shoe that you choose to do with it, and the bag that you choose to do with it. So we decided to show it to you with the little faux leather jacket, again by the same company, by Simoon. And it does have a little sequin just over where the pocket above the breast might be, and then this little faux pocket, which is just a flat, beautiful Chanel-inspired gold buttons. This jacket could be worn with your beautiful t-shirt, a pair of black pants like mine, my Joseph Ribkoff little ponte pants. They could be worn with just a jogging pant if you wanted. This is a great way to take a little black dress and make it more urban and make it more interesting. You could wear a sneaker with this if you wanted to. It's fun, and I think that it's very urban, and it's a really, really nice way to address the little black dress. Thank you. And now our last girl in this little group is Lise. I think you'll love this because I love it. It's so beautiful. So this is the Joseph Ribkoff. This is almost like a sheared faux fur, if you will, but then a diamond has been carved into the body of it below the bust, from the shoulder down, turn around if you will. Beautiful swing to it. I want to tell you that this is affordable luxury. It truly is. This one is the most beautiful color. They call it wasabi. It's like a chartreuse. Believe it or not, it is very, very neutral. It goes with navy blue, and it goes with gray, and it goes with brown. It goes with black so beautifully. It goes with denim. So it's so nice to think, instead of black all the time, I could do a bolder color, but it's still neutral enough that I can wear it with camel or taupe. Then we did it with Joseph, again, a little bit of Joseph Ribkoff. We did it in a little faux leather, sort of a moto jacket, and then a faux silk top, which has a jersey back to it, so it's really comfy. But I think it's exciting when you can do all the dyed to match pieces together then I love the look of that. But that's where you stop. And we decided that we would do these pants. They're fantastic. These are by Eileen Fisher. And they are a stretch pant. They're more of a brown with a bit of an undertone of green to them. And I find that that neutralizes the green and makes it much more palatable. Again, I'm going to do this with a pair of loafers. I'm going to do it with sneakers. I'm going to do it with a little boot underneath, or a sexy sandal that we're seeing right now. Thank you very much, Lise. Thank you. So, what did you think of that? Nice, right? Beautiful. Nothing is overly complicated. Everything is quite doable. We're going to show you some really nice pieces on the grid. So this one is by Eileen Fisher. If you're traveling, we were talking to girls today that had gone on a river cruise, and they'd gone to Budapest, and then they went all over the place. Or girls that had gone to Portugal and said that from the top to the bottom, the weather changed and so on and so forth, and I don't know how to dress. So if you have one packable vest in your luggage with you, that should take care of everything. And this is ideal for wearing under some of those great toppers that we just saw. Because this packs to nothing, but what I love about it is that it doesn't have an overly puffed out body in itself. It's very easy to wash, very easy to maintain. It has an A-line rather than just straight, which is really cool. Then Lisa Todd's beautiful cashmere sweater. She does these amazing cashmere sweaters. They're all printed and they're really interesting, and they all have sort of a different symbol and a different color than we would normally find in cashmere. And then I decided that it would be great if we paired it with a knitted skirt rather than a pair of pants. And if you're going to do a skirt, if you're going to do a long skirt, keep your jacket shorter. Keep your jacket shorter, and the silhouette is better that way, rather than covering up too much of the skirt, and then you know what it becomes? Dowdy. So if you do, I'm so glad, but you get that, right? If you keep it up shorter, you keep everything a little tighter to the silhouette. And then we did some great little boots with it, which make it look really modern and really urban. And then we did this particular one, which is very pretty too. And this one is by Verpass. And this is a boiled wool look. So it's not actually boiled wool. And it's this lovely, lovely, they call it a poodle cloth. And it's kind of a champagne-y color. It's sort of blonde. And guess what I love about it the most is that it's a shirt jacket. So you can see the side of it. Mm-hmm. So it's got a curved hemline. And you could do a little puff vest underneath that if you wanted to, if you were traveling. But I find that the color is softer. And it isn't made out of a fabric that is so casual. It's almost like a curly lamb. It has darts. It's got beautiful patch pockets to it. It's beautifully lined in its own, I'm going to say, kind of like a fleece. And there's a softness to it that's absolutely remarkable. I like the fact that it's a shirt jacket. That means that I can wear it over a turtleneck, a denim jacket, so I can layer it a little bit also. And then instead of making it too casual, I decided that I would do a beautiful silk shirt, and I would do also a fabulous cashmere poncho that goes on. Can you see that? You see that, girls? A poncho that goes on top of the shirt. And then we teamed it up with a beautiful pair of pants. So this is a little more elongated, and then the pant gets wider and longer, so longer than my cropped version of it, which will make the leg look longer. And this one is a charcoal with a caramel Prince of Wales check running through that, which is fantastic. I will tell you right now, Eileen Fisher's beautiful bronze colored blouse, and then that lovely cashmere poncho is Ashan, which is fantastic. And then there is a wrap here that, again, the look, when I look at a lot of the collections, I find them overwhelming and hard to actually take apart and decipher, because a lot of them make no sense to me at all, completely transparent. I think, how do we wear that? But there are elements that you can pick up, and layering was one of them, hugely so. And so layering again with a beautiful wrap is a nice way to do it. And you can do that like a muffler, but sometimes just over the shoulder, just simply to give you some texture and some pattern is a really smart thing to do. And then we decided to do those with a more of a bronzy little sneaker, which is really fun. And then finally, I'm going to stand over here now. So this is a fantastic jacket. This one is by Alambika, and it's interesting because it looks quite simple in the front. It's a jersey front, it's a snap closure, it has a quilted sleeve, and it has a lovely pocket. But look what happens when you turn it around. It's delicious. It's fantastic. Because that quilting in the back is, you just want to keep on. What did you say? What were you saying? Oh. Because it gives you a waist, and it gives you a taffeta skirt, and it gives you the feeling of a quilted vest, if you will. And there's room in there. It's comfy, it's cozy, but again, it's a topper. It's the kind of jacket or coat that really is as light as a feather, and you continue to put it on. And you wear it over things, and you wear it large enough that you can actually... Sir, by the way, there's a test at the end of this. I just want to let you know. And then we decided that we would do this with a beautiful sweater. This one has a lovely silky feeling, and in the black and white tweed, it is really elegant and fun. Because when something's so simple on the exterior, then it's fun to add some texture to the underpinnings. A white shirt underneath. This one is Joseph Ribkoff. Lots of stretch, very, very comfortable, and an amazing travel pant. And this pant is a jogger pant. It's a technical fabric. It never creases. It's fantastic to travel in. It's lightweight. I'll tell you right now that the white shirt, again, is Joseph Ribkoff. The black and white sweater is Eileen Fisher. And the travel pant is Naya. And really, they're fabulous. They're amazing, amazing pants. And of course, when we're done, you can come over and feel them, and the girls will be very happy to show them to you. So Catherine is going to join us. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So now we're talking about pants. And pants this time, there are many, many choices in the store, obviously. And I love these because they're Prince of Wales. These are Marina Rinaldi, who makes the most beautiful pieces. And it's all about tonality for this designer. And so this is a zip front. And I will say to you that it's very classic. It has an elongated leg right now because it's not hemmed. It's so that anybody can buy it and hem it as they wish. But the look on the runway was a very long pant. But for most of us, a long, long pant leg is not ideal. But if you love it, it tends to look good with a pointed toe, a bit of a heel, and then it makes you look as if you've got legs forever. But you can wear these with a sneaker and a loafer and a little bootie. But I'll tell you something, try to wear them as long as you can, because it tends to make the leg look longer rather than cropping them. Some pants are meant to be cropped. I think that these that I'm wearing, I feel like that's a really good fabric and a good look for a crop pant. But I feel as if a Prince of Wales, there's something about it being longer. There's an elegance to it. And the cut of it also tends to demand that it's a little bit longer. And then we have a beautiful cable knit sweater, but the cable is done in a circular motion. So there's an elegance about this also. And then we have this amazing sort of a cape jacket on top of that finishes it off. And I find that the silhouette, instead of doing something small at the top, when you have a flared pant or a wider pant, is to do something that is a little bit oversized. Because so often it's always big on the bottom, small on the top. Big on the top, small, and it really doesn't necessarily work all the time. Sometimes if you've got a flare on the bottom, you actually, to make it look contemporary, it looks so much more beautiful when you get volume in the sleeve to mimic what you saw on the bottom. And I find that that works so beautifully. This is all by Marina Rinaldi. Thank you so much. And here comes, this is just beautiful, okay? I'm so thrilled with the outfits that we pulled together. So this is a beautiful little Joseph Ribkoff coat in the black. This is, can we say how much this coat costs? I do. $279 for this. Turn around and show them. It's unbelievable. And it has a removable faux fur, beautiful collar, and a beautiful cuff that's removable also, and beautiful pockets. She wants this one. She wants this. Here, let's. Do you know what? Just put that. Just there you go. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. So here's the idea of pant. Sometimes a pant is meant to be part of a suit. So Joseph Ribkoff did this amazing, these two pieces, and you don't have to buy them together, but there is this moment of red that is powerful and impactful, and when it's tailored, a tailored pant is also a remarkable thing because it gives structure to a body where maybe structure is not necessarily there. So it gives you a seam, and you're going to see quite a number of the pants have front seams now, because when this is jersey, when it's got movement to it, sometimes if it doesn't have a seam, it collapses. But when it has a seam, it gives structure to the leg. So it gives a sort of almost like a pleat in the front. And it does have, it's a pull-on, even though it looks like a trouser, a proper trouser. It comes with belt loops. It comes with its own belt. You can change the belt if you want. You could do a chain belt with it or whatever you want to. There is a beautiful jacket. There's a beautiful blazer. It does have that double princess seaming, which is great because it gives you that lovely pulled in, cinched in look. And the pant itself looks great with a black cashmere sweater. Looks great with charcoal gray. It looks great with brown. Looks great with navy blue. It looks great with khaki green. Red is an unusually neutral color. So something to think about. It's not that it's, I buy red and then what am I going to, red actually looks quite great with, it looks great with animal print. Cheetah, you know, that, so it is a neutral of the colors. And then I will say to you right now that if you want to give the impression of a long leg, then at least do a pointed toe. At least do a pointed toe with a tiny little bit of a heel, rather than a stub toe with a pant like this, so that it does give the illusion of elongated legs. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's so warm for the girls. They're all schwitzing out here. The coat is $279. Really, I could faint from that. Not from the heat, but from the coat. I think that's just remarkable. And you're going to see it again because I loved it so much. All right, Melissa, would you join us, please? Okay, this is as cute as anything. So this is a Joseph Ribkoff poodle. So she's just going to keep her coat there. Why not? This is a poodle vest, and it's like a curly lamb, which is so great. It does have a great coat collar, if you will. It's as if the sleeves were taken off a coat. This is absolutely ideal. It has a beautiful sort of a swing back. You don't want these things to be tight, by the way, girls. You don't want to don't try them on tiny. You know, don't be afraid to even go up a size if that's what's available to you, because it looks more luxurious. And one thing that I did notice in a lot of the collections was that luxury was definitely there, and that was the sumptuousness of fabrics and the volume of things, like cocoon coats and so on and so forth. And then we did this with a beautiful little sweater. This is again Elisa Todd, and you know, scripted all over in this fantastic color of the hot pink, and then a little Foxcroft shirt in the polka dot. And then the pant is really what we're excited about. And this one is by Gardeur. And show them your bum. Go ahead. So it does have a fly front. It's a straight pant. It's meant to be slim. It's not meant to be baggy, it's not meant to be skinny, but it's meant to be slim for somebody who likes their curves, who wants to show off their curves. It is an ankle length, remember again, look at how tall she is. Like, I could stand under her armpit. That's how tall she is though. So think that that pant is going to be sort of around your ankle or a bit below. It has a double seam. It's got a panel that goes all the way down. That's very, very slimming also. And the fabric is this, it's got stretch, but it holds you in so that you literally are walking like this. It's so amazing. It's a fantastic, fantastic pant. And this is from Gardur. And by the way, that hat is so extraordinary also, fantastic. Who's the hat by? What is it called?
The hat, where is it from?
Michi. Michi is the little poor boy hat. So Lise, would you join us? Okay, you're gonna, no, this is so good. You've seen this already, so just close your eyes, go to sleep for a second. But this is so lovely. So first and foremost, there's an example of a topper, again, sort of a poncho cape, faux fur, absolutely beautiful, can be worn over a turtleneck and a pair of jeans, a black corduroy pants. It doesn't have to be necessarily evening, but will you take this off for us? This is the most comfortable, really, we're talking about luxurious comfort here. So this is Joseph Ribkoff. They did this incredible non-itch, it's not wool, a dropped shoulder, a V-neck. As you can see, it has like a starlight, and those are all little sequins, all sewn in, and then there's a drawstring elastic waist pant. And this pant, for a knit pant, this is the kind of pant that you dream of. I have to go somewhere, I have to be comfortable, but I have to look great. I'm going to, oh my gosh, my ex-husband's going to be at this thing. I am going to look fantastic. But I'm going to watch his new wife, and she's walking around in a dress that's so tight. It's unbelievable. And I am in pure elegance in my two-piece knit ensemble. So this can be worn with a casual shoe. It can be worn with a flat. It can be worn with a sexy sandal. It can be worn with a pump, a boot, a beautiful velvet shoe, so on and so forth. Think of this again now. Okay, that was for going out. I'm staying home. I've got a white shirt underneath this, and the white shirt comes down here and the cuffs are here. And this is now something that I wear during the day. Maybe I'm doing a Zoom call. Maybe I'm going out to a meeting. Maybe I'm going to meet girlfriends. Maybe I have a dickie that goes underneath that. Maybe I have a mock turtleneck that goes underneath that. Very, very lightweight, sleeveless. So this is the kind of thing that you think, it's just plain old beautiful and I feel great in it. And maybe it's something that I take away with me so that I really just want to look great, but I want to be comfortable, and they never turn their heat up enough. So I'm going to be comfy and cozy at the same time. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. So we're going to just talk to you about pants on the grid very quickly, and that the first one is going to be, oh my goodness, these are tremendous. So these are by Marina Rinaldi, and they are scuba fabric. Now, a scuba fabric doesn't really mean scuba. It means a scuba-like. It's a polyester, but they're bouncy, they're lightweight, they're soft, they have a great, I don't know if I should even show these to you. They feel good, eh?
Grab them.
So they've got a very dry hand to them. They feel good, Full length on me, and on some girls they'll be shorter, and some girls they'll sit right on the top of your shoe, on top of your foot. I was saying to the girls that were shopping with us this morning, I think that the best length of a pant is a pant that actually doesn't break, unless you might be looking at, say, the Prince of Wales. And when it's really long like that, it can break on, does everybody understand what I'm talking about? So instead of like, I like them to be straight. The moment they break on a foot, because they're too long, the leg looks shorter. If they sit beautifully on the top of the shoe or the foot, they make you look taller. They also add structure to the leg. So just remember that. So this is a fabric that holds its shape beautifully. There are a couple of pants that I'm going to show you here. If you carry anything here, little cellulitis, whatever it is, well, that's what we do here. We talk truths here. And it hides everything. It just does. It's fantastic. And then what's lovely is that we did a beautiful jacket. This is by Marina Rinaldi. And this is the kind of jacket that really one feels as if it's just got so much, I'm going to say texture to it, but at the same time, that lovely Prince of Wales instead of a pant, it's the jacket. And it's a neutral again. And then we have a fantastic sweater. And this is a Verpass long sleeve gray sweater. So we did grays, but because there's black running through it, then it always lends itself beautifully to the pair of pants itself. And I decided that I would go with the Zisk and I would double it up. Because we've got, we were doing chains, we were doing little tiny chains. We're going back to big and bold again. And multiples of things. And I think that that's so exciting because, again, it adds texture to an outfit. And then this pair of pants is fantastic because it's a honeycomb. And here again is that kind of pant that hides a multitude of sins. So it has a lovely, lovely texture to it. It has great stretch to it. It fits beautifully on the body. It holds the tummy in really well. It has a wider leg, but none of them are cut so straight. There seems to be this lovely sort of an A-line in the leg that makes the hip look smaller than the bottom, which tends to make the waist look a little smaller than the hips. And then we've got, we're looking at here what have I done here now? An Eileen Fisher. This is the turtleneck. And then also the little cape, the alpaca, again, is alpaca and silk. And this one is also from Eileen Fisher. And these beautiful gold pieces, we're looking at a lot of the jewelry that the girls have been wearing. They're Dean Davidson. They're 22 karat gold. They're on brass. And they are spectacular. There's some over here and some over there with semi-precious stones, and they're absolutely extraordinary. And then this is the last one, and I will say to you, this little pant in a tweed, and this has a different shape again. It's more of a flare at the bottom. You can see the way it's cut. That's a pull-on pant, and it's feel that fabric. Nice. It's a real ponty. It's got stretch here. Feel this, feel this, feel this. So it's lightweight, but it holds you in again. There's an elegance to it. It looks as if it's going to be heavy. It's as light as air. And then we decided that we would show it to you with a lace two-piece. So you could take this pant, which is a day pant, that would look great with the beautiful shirt you're wearing, with a turtleneck, with a white crisp cotton blouse, a leather jacket, but we thought it would be fun to say, you can be semi-formal in this and wear this with the lace top and the jacket. So pants can be very hard workers for you if you know how to style them. So we're about to see our girls now, if we can. And by the way, that the little ponty pant was by Joseph Ribkoff. And Verpass is the design team that does the beautiful lace. So now we're going to show you coats, if we may. And you see the coat that we saw before. This is it in this beautiful champagne color, which is absolutely fantastic. So this is a Joseph Ribkoff, and it is just lovely, absolutely fantastic. And it is in that sort of lovely champagne color. Can I tell you something? It's all stretchy. It's all completely stretchy. Thank you very much. And then, of course, it's got snap closure, which is so beautiful. And turn around just so they can see how lovely that is. And this all comes off, and she's going to wear this with charcoal gray underneath it. She's going to wear it with chocolate brown underneath it and bittersweet chocolate underneath it. She could wear that over red, so on and so forth. The patch pockets make it really comfortable. It's like wearing a favorite extraordinary sweater. except that it's a fantastic coat. And then underneath this, can we just show you something here? Oh, you're doing this, so it's never mind. It doesn't. You've seen that before. Been there, done that. Thank you. And Megan is going to come in. So she's wearing Franson. And this is a beautiful coat also. Franson did a nylon, so there is a sheen to it. It's quilted. It's quilted all the way through. It has a beautiful sort of a faux curly lamb front. The lapel, it's got a beautiful little proper lapel and collar, and of course that hood. And would you show them what else this can do? Zippered pockets, and it's reversible. So I love the fact that you're getting two coats in one. I think that's, one is for, it started raining and I was in London that day and boom, boom, and now it's really chilly and we've just come out of the theater and now we have our faux curly lamb, which is also just beautiful. And great silver hardware and in the zipper, one of those beautiful, that is Franston. Thank you. Come, my little flower. So this is another one of the Eileen Fishers. This is a curly alpaca. I love the fact that it's charcoal black and gray. It tends to just look almost like a hand knitted piece, but it is not. It has that lovely sort of cocoon shape through the body, fabulous stand-up collar, beautiful pockets, a car coat length, which is really ideal for a lot of women when they're getting in and out of cars. Sometimes this is all the coat you need all winter long, particularly as it gets milder and milder. So that is by Eileen Fisher. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now here, because I can't stop showing this coat. So here's the coat in magenta. And you have to see it. It's just absolutely beautiful. And again, she'd be very comfortable wearing that over a pair of jeans, but you see that it is an extraordinary evening coat. But this comes off, and then she wears navy blue with it, and she wears black underneath it, and she wears dark brown underneath it. There are many, many colors that work with this beautiful pink. It's also very cosmetic. Makes you look really healthy and alive, and fully stretchy, really stretchy and comfy. And again, $279, price didn't change. That's what it is. I love that. Thank you, my love. Thank you so very, very much. And then Claire is new with us. She's the young girl, and we thought we'd give her a chance. And this is Youngie, and this is Youngie. Okay, let's not push it too much. So we call this color chalk. It has these beautiful contrast zippers. It's got contrast zippers through the body, all of this channel quilting, and then there is also the zip side vents, which I think are fantastic, and a wonderful hood. I love this too. If you can find a coat that has the princess seams, it gives you some shape, rather than just a kind of a cocoon shape with this over paneling. And you keep on asking me to do this.
This is gorgeous. Everybody needs to
Who
know.
is it?
Lisa Todd.
Oh, it's Lisa Todd in cotton this time.
That's right.
I always get confused because I think of her as cashmere. And then over a Joseph Ribkoff great stretch cotton shirt. This is a fantastic shirt. You know what? It has pockets in it too. And it's tunic length, so it's quite fantastic. And the gray pants are?
Not Your Daughters.
Not Your Daughters, NYDJ. They are fantastic. So that brings us to the end of this presentation, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. And did my models all go home? But thank you so very, very much for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed the pieces, and we're all here to help you. And for anybody that's watching, I just want to say to you that not everything is on the website at the moment because it's all very brand new, but in the next little bit it will all be up. But if you'd like to call in with any kind of request, the sales staff would be very, very happy to help you out. And take care. Lovely to see you. I'm so glad you joined us. Bye for now. Thank you.